This is Leo. He's 9 years old and lives in a bustling city in Paris. One day while riding his bike, he accidentally whistles a tune. Woo! As he rides through the streets, he realizes his bike can control the winds around him. If he whistles low, the wind blows softly. If he whistles high, the wind blows hard. It's so much fun. As he's practicing, he doesn't see the dark clouds gathering overhead. Suddenly, the sky monster Zephyr appears and dives down towards him. "Give me that bike, kid. I need its power." Before Leo can respond, Zephyr swoops down and snatches his bike right out of his hands. Then he speeds away into the clouds, leaving behind a trail of strong winds. The wind grows stronger and stronger. Soon it's a full-blown hurricane. Houses are shaking. People are running for cover. Cars are flipping over. The wind is even tearing apart the famous Eiffel Tower. Just when you think things can't get any worse, Zephyr appears riding Leo's bike. "I am invincible," he laughs. "Your city will be blown away, and then I'll have all the power in the world." Leo isn't about to let that happen, so he calls for backup. And soon he's reunited with his clever older sister, Mia. "We have to do something," she says. "But what?" Then they hear a familiar voice. "Attention, citizens of Paris. This is your weather reporter here with an emergency bulletin. I was just about to retire, but it seems we have a bit of a situation on our hands. It's Pierre, a well-known weather reporter who used to predict the weather on TV. Now he runs a small shop selling weather instruments. He's the only one who believes there really is such a thing as monsters in the sky. He has a big heart and an even bigger head of white hair. He's always wearing a red scarf and a matching red hat. He's also the only one who knows how to defeat the sky monsters. It's going to take more than just the two of us," Pierre says. "Let's go." At Pierre's shop, he explains everything to Leo and Mia. Long ago, the sky monsters ruled the earth. They whipped up hurricanes, flooded cities, and caused droughts. But then humans invented weather balloons. For hundreds of years, the balloons kept the monsters at bay. But now no one cares about the weather forecast. No one orders weather balloons anymore. "So the monsters are back," Mia says. "How do we stop them?" Pierre says there's only one way. He leads them outside to a large field where hundreds of kites are flying. Kites are simply curved pieces of wood and cloth. But when properly designed, they can catch any wind. But which kite will be powerful enough to stop a raging hurricane? Pierre shows them this one. It's enormous, shaped like a comet and made from special materials that can withstand the strongest winds. Meanwhile, Zephyr is still wreaking havoc, tossing cars around like toys and whipping people's hats right off their heads. With a little help from Pierre, Leo and Mia attach ropes to the kite tails and prepare for action. Then Mia takes off, pulling the string. The kite soars into the air and opens up like a giant parachute. The wind immediately begins to calm down. Zephyr lets out a surprised yelp as the wind pushes him off course. But he quickly recovers. "You may have stopped my hurricane, kids," he says, "but I still have all the power in the world." He charges towards them, but Leo stands in his path. "Don't come any closer," he says. But Zephyr just laughs. "Are you scared, kid? You should be. Your city will vanish in the storm." Leo closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. He might be afraid, but he can't let that show. He has to be brave for Paris. Suddenly, an idea pops into his head. He whistles low, then high, then low again. The wind picks up and forms into a huge tornado, just like the one in The Wizard of Oz. Zephyr screams as the tornado lifts his bike right off the ground. He tries to grab onto it, but it's too late. The tornado sucks him right inside and then hurls him through the air. Zephyr is scared now. He's never experienced anything like this before. Leo jumps onto his bike and gives it a big push. He whistles a happy tune as he races after Zephyr. They weave in and out of buildings, over parks, and under bridges. Leo's determined to get his bike back, but Zephyr's pretty quick too. He turns around and whistles sharply, creating a mini tornado that knocks Leo off his bike. "Looks like you're all out of wind, kid," Zephyr taunts. "Now give me your bike and maybe I'll let you live." Leo looks around for something he can use as a weapon and spots a bunch of fallen tree branches. With a little effort, he rolls his bike over to them and kicks one of the branches off. Then he mounts his bike again and gets ready for action. Meanwhile, Mia and Pierre arrive at the scene. "We have to help Leo," Mia says. "But how?" Pierre asks. She looks over at the kite and an idea pops into her head. While Leo is distracted, Zephyr grabs onto his bike again, but suddenly a gust of wind sweeps him off. His feet. The wind wraps around him, forming a tight ball. He struggles to free himself, but it's no use. The wind is too strong. Then he sees Mia with the kite. She's changed the tail so it now looks like a giant slingshot. She pulls back the elastic with all her might and releases it. The wind shoots forward like a cannonball, knocking Zephyr out of the sky and sending him tumbling down to the ground below. Finally, the storm is over. The sun peeks out from behind the clouds and shines brightly. The birds are back to singing, the flowers are blooming, and the people are out celebrating. Soon, the whole city has gathered together. They cheer and clap as Leo rides his bike through the streets. He's wearing a brand new superhero cape that has Wen patterns swirling around it. He also has a pair of sneakers that make him extra fast. "Look at him," Zephyr says from his jail cell, "the hero of Paris." But instead of being angry, he actually looks kind of happy. Maybe all this wind has blown away his bad attitude. Pierre smiles. "You did it, Leo. You saved the city." But Leo knows he couldn't have done it without his sister or Mr. Pierre. They all worked together to save the day. And that's what being a hero is all about. And now for a word from our sponsor. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.